Scarlet.
We are
Got it.
recording. Welcome to the first episode of Raw Mummies.
And it is raw.
We are.
We've just been
Actually.
discussing pole dancing. So we
Raw
thought,
meat.
oh, we should record that. So here we
Yeah.
go. Lisa's finding a picture of her olden days.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I used to have some, but obviously I've had so many phones in between, and yeah, I ain't got any. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Painful.
Very painful. And you get
Um,
bruises in places that you didn't actually realise you could get bruises.
Oh, my thighs. Honestly.
I don't think I'll be able to hack
Oh,
it. Like,
They're
I've
honestly.
struggled to go up the stairs.
Yeah, that's it.
Hang on, there is more.
It's the pressure of actually holding the bar as well, though, isn't it?
It is. That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
you get the
The
bruises
gripping,
from.
everything. The
They're
balance.
actually quite wide, and if you've got little hands like me, I felt I would have been more secure if I could get my hand right around the pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my hands worked. You can buy smaller ones, but I still couldn't get right round. So I found I wasn't confident. Not like my chum. She was amazing. Like really.
Yeah.
She had no fear whatsoever, and she could do moves that. Well, that's me. But then the next one, I'd given up.
Love it. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, because I've done the one where you've got the pole between your legs and you ain't holding on.
Yeah.
And honestly, the bruises I got, because I bruise easy. And honestly, I'd been there for a while, and
because you're tensing to make sure you've got the grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd get bruises on my ankles and all.
You would you have to grip, here we go, between your legs.
Yeah.
Like that's me and my friend on the same pole.
Wow.
It is really good for toning. Absolutely amazing for toning.
I'm holding on to my ankle. I'm not even holding on to the bar. The bar's between your legs, and you have to kind of grip with your muscles.
Yeah.
And like Carly's saying, when you first start, you don't. That's why you get so much bruises, because you're trying to work muscles that you've not worked ever in your life.
Yeah, of course.
It is intense.
Well, let's just start with the yoga for me. That's enough. And then build up.
Yeah.
We'll all get a pole.
I'm going to walk to the school run tomorrow. I've decided I've got no excuse.
I've been doing the extra little walk.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you'll be surprised at how much your legs will tone just by walking more.
It's just I can't be bothered. By the time we've got ready and everything else, we've literally got 5 minutes to get to school. So it's just easier just to drive. He can get out of the car. I can then go. Like today, obviously I went shopping before I came back. So then we couldn't, I needed the car sort of thing. But yeah, tomorrow, no excuse. I'm going to
going there and coming back. You might as well walk it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the amount of money I spent on petrol.
Exactly.
And it's only a 10-minute walk.
Worry about where to park and stuff like that, and exactly. Just and it's nice weather. It's all right doing it in the nice weather.
That's the thing. And then when the sun comes out, I'm going to be walking on the beach and walking back and getting all over town. Natural vitamin D. Gonna love it.
Love it.
Yeah, my freckles will come out, so it looks like I've been
Maddie's has started to come out.
Oh, what nose in that? That's what Regan's got, the nose in the cheek.
Yeah.
So adorable.
Does he mind walking? Do the kids mind walking?
No, he's fine. But it's like he watches YouTube in the morning. So it's like we got to time it because he has to complete with the autism. If he's starting something, he's got to complete it. So otherwise
make sure it's that length.
Because it would just unsettle him for the whole day.
Yeah, because he's in a routine. Yeah, because he knows he gets to watch.
My nephew's like that.
Yeah. Bloody can't stand it.
You can't have them.
Obviously, I'm trying to be sympathetic. Like I do get it. Like, but you know, like when you're in such a fix for time, it's just like, oh, no, you can't. Like, why can't I? This is my YouTube time. Because this ain't reality on time. Because you didn't get up on time. I ruined my own day. That's what he does.
My own day.
Oh no.
Oh, bless him.
It's just like sometimes, I know people that are watching this who's got autistic kids, they can totally relate. But sometimes you just think, oh, for fuck's sake, just no. No.
Just no, not today.
No. And when the bloody internet plays up,
oh
all
God, I
your
can
fault, I guess.
imagine.
yeah, it's my fault. Why
Life
can't
is
you get
over.
internet that works? Why do you have to get the stupid internet that breaks all the time? Doesn't matter what provider we use, it all like that. Well, why can't they fix up their work?
I just don't understand, do they? Sometimes.
No, because he's just
No.
upset because he wants to just watch his program. He wants to set up the day with his program, be happy, then he can just be fine all the way to school and everything else. This thing is like we laugh about it and everything else. Obviously, he
I
doesn't
know.
laugh about it. We laugh about it, but bless him, like. But can you imagine what's going through his head?
Yeah.
He's having a struggle every single day. The moment he gets up, and one thing goes wrong, that's it, and it's buggered him.
Sets him
And
off,
it can even plan him for days as well.
Yeah.
Because then he gets upset with himself because he's lashed out because he's got angry. So then he feels the guilt. So then a few days later, he's apologising for the way that he misbehaved a few days ago because the internet went. And he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was horrible.
About it,
Yeah.
though.
And
That
it's
is
like, it's okay. It's fine,
Yeah.
I understand. He went, yeah, but you shouldn't understand. I was horrible. And he's beating himself about everything. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Because it's like
There we go again.
yeah, it's like you wouldn't give them into trouble for something you did 3 days ago, would you? You've
No.
dealt with it then, and that's it. Like you would have dealt with that day. Shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame that because it's not nice to have that.
No.
guilt.
And some
you know,
things
as
could
an
go on for
adult.
weeks and months.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Like so when I was an SEN teacher, you find some of the selective mutes that are there, they would lash out in different ways, and it'd be something that they were reliving even a few weeks and a few months ago.
Yeah.
I'm quite lucky that Regan's vocal.
Yeah.
And I've really pushed him to express his emotions as well. So because obviously I'm equipped with it, I've had the upper hand, and I've taught him at a young age about dealing with emotions and everything else. So he knows he just needs to just
regulate
the words.
Self-regulate, yeah.
So he just needs to regulate his emotions and think, okay, this is why I'm doing this for this and this. But at the moment, he's so caught up in the moment, he can't even do that. But it's only later when he does, and then he reevaluates his emotions, like, okay, that's why I did this and that was that.
But then we can all behave like that irrationally.
Oh yeah,
in the heat of the moment, and it's not until you sit down and self-reflect and think, okay, well, that I could have dealt with that better, or I could have not said that, or whatever. And he is still young, still learning. When adults do that,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. And this is why I explained to him, you don't need to be harsh on yourself, because he's not like, if he was like being brutally, like being rude to me, like effing and blinding me or pushing me or something else, then that's a different story. But he's just having like a little moan. He's like a little old man having a moan. So I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. He's like, it's not fine. I'm like, okay. But when it's that mood, you can't even say anything. And then if you don't say anything, why are you not talking to me? See,
it's like you're here. Don't win.
Oh, it's like go around circles, bless
and then
him.
sometimes I just have to laugh because I'll cry otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, what are you laughing at? And then if you cry, like, oh fuck's sake, like, and sometimes I really can't help it. I'm like, oh fuck's sake, like and I start to take quite emotions like, see, you're angry, you're muttering to yourself, you're rude.
Oh, bless him.
And if I come out the room or anything, where are you going? So you leave me alone. I'm trapped.
Oh God, yeah, this is he's got an answer for everything.
Yes. So it doesn't matter what you do, what you say, you just have to let him have that moment.
Yeah, you know about it.
Get out of the system, and just not take it personally. But but it's when he does it in public, it's so embarrassing.
I was gonna say. Oh,
I'm the parent with the out of control child. But you know what? When he was younger, it used to really, really bother me because you used to get like dirty looks and everything. But now I just say it's autistic. It's just every moment. I just do that now.
Yeah, that's it.
Think like, and if they're going to say anything, I'm going to be like, "So you're going to start now because he's autistic." Like, I'm ready to have my moment. I'm telling you.
Don't mess with Sam and our son, folks. But it is,
Some
people are
people
ignorant.
are just downright goddamn rude.
Yeah,
You
people
know
are
what I
just
mean? I've had it, like, you know, Madison, Ruby having tantrums in public, and the looks you get or the comments you get, it's just like, just mind your own, yeah?
Yeah, move on.
they've got no idea. People,
Kids have
I just,
tantrums.
yeah,
It's
kids have
human nature. Regardless if they've
Exactly.
got an additional need or not, it's their
Exactly.
way of expressing themselves because
Yeah.
they cannot deal with the emotions. They
Their
don't know
emotions.
how to express themselves. So they do, they
No,
lash out. That's why I call
exactly.
it terrible twos and the
Yeah.
twos or whatever it's
Yeah.
bloody called. Like, seriously.
Frustration.
Yeah. If a kid is
What
It is,
upset,
definitely.
they're upset because they are actually upset. They're
Yeah.
not just doing
They
it
don't
like,
know how
no,
to
do you know what? Today
cope.
I'm going to stamp my feet and start crying and just make this huge embarrassment. No.
That's the thing. Their feelings are
right.
valid, and a lot of the time, kids' feelings are not. Like,
Mm.
they're just dismissed by
Yeah.
others,
Yeah.
like bystanders or even teachers and things, and that's their feelings are
Don't
valid.
get us started on teachers.
It's just a way to say,
All
though,
those
look
used to be ones.
how how they dealt with that situation.
Mm.
Whereas
Yeah.
your son would have been made to apologise for being rude and cheeky. And
Mm.
the school have admitted that she shouldn't have said it, but she's not apologised. Like, well, how did they get
Oh,
away with that?
yeah. So for
Oh, God.
those that are watching this and thinking, what they're on about? Right. So this support staff member was helping in the lunch hall, and my son put ketchup on his food, said like a dollop, no bigger than what you'd get at the harvester or anything like that. Because when we do dips, we are quite generous with our dips. There's 4 bottles of ketchup at his school, right? So it wasn't like he was taking the last bit, wasn't like he was being greedy, but she chose to use the word and said, that's greedy. Bear in mind, he's already got bullied at his school, in his class, for being a bit chubby and names like that. So obviously I've made a complaint to the school and they've just washed it under the carpet and just said it wasn't meant like that, but she shouldn't have used that word greedy. Greedy is a buzzword. Kids interpret greedy as fact. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course they
Being
do.
a big yeah, it's not nice. It's
No.
not a nice adult.
No.
She's a support teacher, so
You think she'd be a bit more clued up on her pastoral care, but no.
no. But if the school would have made him apologise,
Yeah,
would have
that's the thing, right?
100%.
If he or any other child said to a member of staff that they're greedy, they'd be like, "It's a bit rude, isn't it? We shouldn't talk like that."
Yeah.
But a member of staff, no, that's fine.
No, that's
You know,
fine.
we've told her to choose her words carefully, but she ain't bloody apologised to him.
no.
And now I'm left with him thinking,
Yeah.
like, and he's even said it. She still don't like me. She still said sorry because he's taught in school to like,
That's
if you're
like
sorry,
bullying
to
it.
say sorry.
Is it because if they'd heard another child saying that as well, then we'd have got on to the other child
Yeah,
for bullying.
yeah.
So you can't have one rule for the kids and one rule for
No,
the teachers.
that's it.
It's not fair. Not when it comes to
So it is, though,
respect.
isn't it?
And if they want the children to learn respect, they have to show it. Simple as.
Exactly. If I was rude to any of my students, the first thing I would be saying to them, be rude back to me because I've taught you to be rude.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the way it is.
What's
You,
both
as the
ways?
adult, are meant to be setting the example. You are the one that they're looking up to for guidance.
Yeah.
If you're behaving like that, what sort of guidance is that? Let's just mess up the heads even more.
Yeah.
Girls.
It's all right.
This is one of the reasons why when I used to teach, very minimal, I would go into the staff room because the amount of staff that I couldn't stand because they like seriously, they don't like kids. Why are you working in a school if you don't like kids?
Sense. What the fuck? Go and get some other shitty job then, you idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the thing is,
If
everyone
you're going to
thinks
work with kids, you've got to inspire.
exactly.
Right? You've got a mentor. They've got a, do you know what I mean? It's just blows my mind.
Yeah, I didn't have any experience.
And the thing is, you don't get that many perks when you're a teacher. Everyone thinks, oh, you only work 39 weeks a year. Yes, you do physically work 39 weeks a year, but during them holidays, you're doing the lesson plannings.
You're doing the lesson planning stuff,
You're doing like, and even after school, your school finished at 3 or 4 o'clock. No, it doesn't, because you're doing your marking. You're doing your meetings. You're chasing up parents and everything else. So it's not like the best job ever for less hours than that. So why are these people that don't like the young people, why are they in the schools? Because you're not getting anything out of it. You might as well work 9 to 5, sticking stuff on shelves, you know, not interfering with hardly any people unless they ask you for something, but it's only a short minute of their lives, so you won't impact their life to piss them off like you do with our young people. So no. But
do one.
Definitely. Schooling scarred me, and I went to a Catholic school and was taught by nuns, and that's left with me with childhood trauma.
Yeah.
After, and they didn't inspire me to want to
exactly.
learn.
I had a really mean teacher, and she put me off certain subjects.
A really mean teacher. Where's my ruler?
That's
If
the
we
fucking point,
too long at this end of a sentence and the start of a new sentence, and we took too long of us the gap, you know, like of silence, we would get wrapped over the knuckles with a ruler, but not this way. It would be this way, a metal ruler.
Child abuse.
Yes, honestly, I swear down on my
that
mum's
way.
house.
Oh, good.
And I was like primary 3 or something, so you're talking like 5, 6, 7 years old. And
But can you imagine that happening now? Because I've told Regan straight, if the teacher attacked him, fight back. Forget the free rule hit that I've taught him. Fight back. Free rule hit only comes kid to kid. When it comes to a teacher, one band, boy, one band. I've taught you the one band. I'm telling you. I'll tell you what, if a teacher did, oh my
God.
I always
you
say
and I
that
differ because I've told my children, anybody hits you, well, they're not children, but they're adults, as you know, but back then,
whoever
hits you hit them back. I don't care.
You've got to be so careful, because then this is what I always say, especially like, you know, help out the youth club and stuff like that. If you've got two young people having a fight, right? One attacks, the other one attacks, right? In the eyes of the law, you're both in trouble, right? Yeah. But and then if they hit you and then they hit you again and you've not attacked, then that person's in trouble. But this is why I teach vegan the free rule hit. If you hit it second time, they can try and argue it. If they hit you 3 times and you've done nothing, there is no court, nothing is going to say that you've done anything wrong by giving them a third hit back, right?
Yeah.
And if it's in school, where are the staff that are meant to be monitoring that? That's a major safeguarding issue. Like that's a vulnerable child getting hit 3 times.
Yeah. And that happens in the girls' school.
It's gone, right? But all it takes is one of them hits to be somewhere fragile, and that's it. Yeah. So he knows how to block and everything else. He blocks, don't touch me. Block.
That's it. This is it. Why are they not teaching the young children self-defense?
Yeah.
Why not teach them that? I don't understand it. It would be good for them to have. It's a fucking life skill.
Well, it's down to us parents to do it.
They don't want you to have life skills, though. They don't.
No, you've got to learn Shakespeare.
So you can go to school, learn whatever maths and English, and then go into a job in a corporation and make big, like, knock your pan in so they can have 5 holidays a year. No, I'm sorry. They're not teaching our kids life skills.
No,
they don't.
It's algebra and whatever else shite that you learn at school for a job.
Triangles. No, I saw this triangle.
Like we talked about the other day.
Like whatever that is.
Shakespeare and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's boring.
No, but don't you realise that Romeo and Juliet is going to teach you how to be an accountant? Romeo and Juliet is going to teach you how to be a nurse. It's so important. You got to have your English. You got to know about your Shakespeare.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm an English teacher, can you tell?
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think they've really upgraded the education system in so long. Maybe slightly little bit here and there, but not how it should be.
Well, they've added ICT into the core subjects.
It's just not evolved.
Computers.
It's not evolved enough. It's not evolved enough over the years with everything else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just don't make sense.
You too. Oh, sorry. My cats are just
Milky cat.
Quick, get a ruler.
It's thingy, so it's not
It'll play with that.
It's my finger. But yeah, if they modernized like Romeo and Juliet, maybe it would be interesting if they modernized it and put it, because
I
just don't love English because it's not normal English. It's like,
no.
however,
And that's the thing, it's interpreting the language. But when I did a cover lesson with my nurture group, I taught it, because where I was teaching, it was like a lot of it is like post-Cold War street gangs sort of stuff like that. So I interpret it that way. So they take their knowledge in, and then I use everyday slang in comparison to what they were saying, and then they kind of got it. But no one's going to teach the way I teach. And I'm not saying the way I teach is perfect. No, not by any means.
But that obviously works for your kids.
It did. And I didn't have none of mine in the corridors. I didn't have none of mine like being rude to me or anything else. I had all bums in seats and they're all engaged in everything else. Because sometimes you have to take a step back and relax. But I tell you what, teachers have got it so hard. They've really got it hard. This is one of the reasons why I came out of it. Because you're not allowed to teach how you want to teach anymore. You've now teach them how to recite the answers for the exam. You're not teaching them with a passion. You're giving them a list of questions. This is your questions. This is the answer. Learn it. It's literally, you're memorizing. That's all it is. You're not going into the background of it. You're not going into the grey areas of it. It's just literally black, white. It's black and white. Horrible. It is so horrible. This is why a lot of the teachers are having breakdowns, feeling disheartened. The ones that really care about passion, they're the ones that are struggling. The ones that don't give a shit about the young people, don't care. That's why
they're getting a wage at the end of the day, and that's all they're there for, is like getting a wage at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with most of Harvey probably left school and could hardly read and write because the school system failed him. He was being bullied primary 5 right up until he went up to the academy. And I went back and forth to the school, and of course there was no bullying going on in Newton Hill Primary. Yeah, there fucking is, because my son's having night terrors and wet in the bed. And that all stopped as soon as he went up to academy and got in with a different group of friends.
There you go.
Because he wasn't feeling the pressure of what he was at, and then but they just labelled him a bad child. And he did. He was naughty. He would like get up and throw chairs and stuff, not at anybody. He would just push them back. Like away from him and things, because he wasn't work. And I've been fighting with the school since Connor was at school, and now he's 24, and he's never been diagnosed dyslexic, but I could put £100 on it to say that he is. Che is, but he was not diagnosed until he went into second year or third year at school. And I fought with the school right through my boys' schooling, saying my children are dyslexic, and because the money to get them tested comes out of the school budget, they wouldn't do it.
Pay for it.
No, I've got my mum's paying for it herself.
But you need to be careful of that, because the school could say it's not valid.
I just don't understand why Havering don't recognise it as like a learning difficulty.
I know, it bloody is.
Another thing that blows my mind. It's
the biggest learning difficulty, because I can't read it. It's all jumbled up.
It moves about.
It's so frustrating. And the reason that Ruby's got so much freaking help from the school is because they know my mummies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know she's retired now, but you know.
Back in my day, it was just you were just labelled thick. Like you're just thick. You don't have it in you to learn, and then I was just treated like shite right through school. And by the time I went up to academy, I was there for a laugh. I really wasn't there to study and to learn. Fuck it. I was ace at drama, and I got an A+ right through school at drama. Wow. It's my calling, but everything else was like I just struggled. So I was the class clown. If you wanted to laugh, Lee will make you laugh.
Yeah, because you played that because it was the easiest thing to play. Yeah, see, I didn't get diagnosed until my my middle 20s for both my dyslexia and ADHD.
I did it myself.
It doesn't get recognised.
No,
it doesn't, and it's ridiculous.
I don't know my times table. I know my 2, my 5, and my 10, and I could probably tell you my 9 because my mum showed me a way. Like all the answers in the 9 times table add up to 9.
That's confused me.
0, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54.
Yeah.
The answer adds up to 9.
For numbers.
Well, it would do. It's a 9 times table.
Yeah, the answers don't add up to 8.
Okay, you totally confused me. It's too early for this.
Right, so what's 8 times 8?
That's what I said, please.
What's 8 times 8?
I don't want to do this. Too early.
Take away. Oh shit! Take away 16.
I'll let the teacher answer that.
64.
What?
64.
Right, and add 6 and 4 is 10, is it? So that doesn't add up to 8. So 9 times 9.
Can't do your 9 then, yeah.
9 times 9
is 18.
No, 9 times 9 is 81.
Oh, not 99.
No, 9.
Oh, 9 times 9.
9 times 9.
81.
Right.
I thought it was a bloody lesson, but go on.
Add 1 and 8.
81. Oh, 81 is, oh yeah, 9. Oh, yeah.
Right, and right, so 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 1 is 18. So it's just the number, like, so 18.
It turns around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is that how you remembered it?
And it does it all the way down. So
yeah,
that's really
9
good.
times, 9 times 8.
That's a good strategy that I can share with Ruby. She might get that.
9 times 2 is 27.
Yeah.
9 times 3 is 36.
Yeah.
9 times 6 is 63. 9 times 5 is 54. 9 times 4 is 45. So the answers are the same, the same up the way as they are down the way. So you can do like 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you can just go down the 9 times table and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then go back up the other side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. There used to be a
I
thing
didn't
with
realise that.
fingers as well. But I
Every
don't
day
know
that's
did
school
that.
day.
Right, you need to go back to school and teach others that.
Excuse me.
We just teached it. It's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We've done it.
Sorted.
That's it. Maths lesson.
Right, guys, get all your kids. Come on, get educated by Lee.
Yeah. This is the new strategy.
Yeah. Just ignore all our language that we said earlier. That's just teaching them life skills. That's for when they leave school. This is that's how you talk when you're down in the street.
Yeah, especially around here.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm back. I was just having a cough.
Oh.
I didn't want to cough you all out.
Knocked it off.
But yeah, that's about the only thing that I remember. But I honestly don't know. Like my 8 times table or my 7. It's like, no. What? It's too hard.
Well, Regan knows them all. Like he's just like photographic memory. He could just do them. So he's doing
these days, like there's you can just use your bloody phone to do use the calculator so easily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, unless you're an engineer or you need to know it off like there and then, that's only really when you need it.
A whiz with numbers. Actually, like all the boys are dyslexic, but all my boys are amazing with numbers. Because they play darts, you see, and I'm like playing darts.
Yeah.
Harvey's like, okay, you need to get this much.
You have to do it quickly in your head, didn't you? With darts? Yeah.
I'm not good at that kind of thing, but yeah, my ex-husband, he was amazing. It's numbers, but it's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I think when I was young and we were doing the you're learning your tables, and then you had to see them like in the class or whatever. I think that's probably what put me off, like the nervousness.
Yeah, I hate that.
It had to be, you couldn't think for a second, or you would get in a ruler wrapped over your knuckle.
My nerves take over, and then I'll be running to the toilet.
Yeah, and then I would obviously get things wrong because I was scared of getting things wrong.
See, I was lucky when I was at school. Teachers weren't allowed to touch her. I think that's a good thing because I think I would have lashed back.
I think you would have too, son.
Yeah.
I did stamp on the teacher's foot, but that was at college, and that was when I was older.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's just disgusting. And they're meant to be bloody holy people, the nuns.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I find they're the worst. Because all we ever
Uh-huh.
hear now is about all these holy fucking people that are abusing children and treating them like shit. It's just
Well, they can't
mean,
really be holy. They're probably just people
no
that have gone in there because they've got
fucking holy
their
for
little.
Satan.
Yeah,
Why?
a nun taught us at school. She was actually quite nice. It was her sister who was the horrible one. She wasn't a nun. She was a spinster, never married, and but there was nuns because there was a place called Nazareth House in Aberdeen, and it was a home. I think originally it was a hospital, and then it became not. Or I don't know if the building was old or whatever, but it then became a children's home, if I remember correctly. It was definitely a children's home. I don't know if it was a nursing home or whatever before, but they were horrible to the kids. Like kids never looked clean, never looked like well nourished. And they were
Yeah,
from the Catholic Church, and it disgusts me that they treated that kids the way they did. And like I was brought up Catholic, and I detest that religion
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. You would,
My
wouldn't you?
Definitely. And I was on that TikTok with that woman last Sunday or the Sunday before, not Sunday past, but the one before. And she said there was a Bible. And I think me and my dad had spoken about the Catholic Church. And I said, my mum will be turning in her grave at that church now. Because she'd already like come away from it. We all had. Like after I went up to academy, I just put my foot down and said I am not going back to church on a Sunday. Like I'm 11. I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
I can decide.
yeah.
But I just wasn't. Like, there's no way I am going back to church, and I don't think she would. Well, she don't. Like I say, she hadn't like stepped away from it, but I think she would be absolutely mortified knowing the things that are coming out about the Catholic
It's
Church.
sad though, isn't it? Because obviously not
Yeah,
all of them are like
definitely.
that, and it just takes
No,
the
it
wrong ones that get
yeah,
invested in there
gives
for
them a bad name.
their own reasons, because obviously they've got their victims there for them, and then it just turns it disgusting.
I think the Vatican's corrupt. I do. I think the Pope. I think they know exactly what's going on in their little churches, where they're little
Yeah,
priests, and where they're because there was a Blair's College for Boys, which was where the boys went to learn to become priests in Aberdeen, which was out the lower Deeside Road. We went out there. I told you this before. It was an eerie place to be.
yeah,
It like something out of a spooky movie,
yeah. Thank
like
you, them.
or something, because it was up a long path, like on a winding road, just surrounded by woods and stuff, and it was a really dark, like building, and it was all mahogany wood, so it made it look all dark.
Yeah,
And that's just my memory. And I went when I was
yeah,
in primary school. Um, but yeah, and then just to think that they abused all that lads as well. Like, how dare they? How dare they? It just disgusts me.
yeah. It is, that is.
And I think religion causes wars.
Can do. Not all of it. It's the wrong people, the ones that aren't truly holy, the
Yeah,
ones that cause
yeah. They're just
problems.
using it.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
they're
using
using
it as
it,
their
aren't they, to
disguise
get
to
to the
manipulate
children? Yeah,
situation.
absolutely.
Or they're not just using it, they're just interpreting it that
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
their own
Everybody's
way. Yeah,
interpretation
Mm.
of, because I believe the Bible and whatever religion it is, whether it's Jewish, Muslim,
yeah.
or Hindu, or whatever it is, I think it's all basically the same story, but just
Mm.
everybody else twist
It's
on it.
different interpretation, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah,
I think if somebody believes something, then fair play to them. But don't take it to your extreme measures of what you think in your head, like to
yeah,
cause
yeah.
wars.
It's fine for you to no, exactly. It's fine for you to think what you want or believe in what you want. It's okay. I
There's a
wouldn't
bigger
ever,
power,
tell anyone not to. It's up to them. But it's when
but
they
don't.
try to push it on other people a
And
lot.
there's only a few individuals that ruin the religion. It's
Yeah,
literally
definitely.
a handful of people that ruin it.
Yeah, it's
You just have this
frustrating.
select few that ruin things for everybody. It's always the same in
Yeah.
human nature. People can't just live and let live.
No.
No, exactly. Everyone's got their own opinion and their own perception of things. Why have you, if you don't agree with it, why you got to say anything?
You don't need to be nasty.
Don't need
Either
to agree with it, right?
you'll say by all means, but don't be nasty to somebody. There's no need.
No, there's no need. If they believe that, that's fine for them. This is their choice. Leave them be. People just like to put their 2 pence in. It drives me out the wall.
I think people just look for drama in all that area of their life.
Can't help themselves.
Yeah.
So on that note, should we say goodbye?
Yeah, I think so. It's we're gonna end up being here all day otherwise.
But we'll be on again. Watch
Yeah.
out for us.
We'll see you. See
Bye.
ya.